What's a hero gotta do to get a worthy adversary? Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie villains who were defeated too easily.
This thing can't take much more. There's all that stuff on top.
For this list, we're looking at iconic movie villains, whether their roles were big or small, that went down without much of a fight. Obviously, a spoiler warning is now in effect. Number 10. Goro, Mortal Kombat. Goro had the makings of one of the toughest villains of all time. The undefeated Mortal Kombat champion, Goro hated humans and mercilessly dispatched of any opponent in his way, including Johnny Cage's friend and ally, the formidable Art Lean.
Time to die.
Finish him!
None of this seems to matter when he faces Johnny Cage, however. Cage gets the jump on Goro by punching him directly in the groin before running away to set up an ambush.
All right. Let's dance.
Despite being a four-armed Shokan warrior, Goro obliviously walks into Cage's trap and is knocked off the side of a cliff by a few swift kicks to the head in what has to be one of the shortest boss fights ever. Number 9. The Volturi, The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn, Part 2. The Volturi are an ancient and powerful coven of vampires who serve as a sort of police force in the vampire world, ensuring that their society remains hidden from the human world. Naturally, this brings them into conflict with Bella and the Cullen family. When things inevitably come to a head, we're given an epic vampire versus vampire battle scene, where nearly everyone is killed. Or so we think. We soon find out that none of this happened. It was all a dream. Spooked by this vision of their impending destruction, the Volturi decide to leave. Essentially, they are defeated by a dream sequence.
Now you know. That's your future. Unless you decide on another course.
Number 8. Aliens. Signs.
You're too old to still be doing this. You take a glass of water and you finish it. Now what's wrong with this one?
It has dust in it.
Here's a fun fact. Nearly 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered in water. This should not be a surprise to anyone or any species with eyes, as the oceans are clearly visible from space. It is slightly confusing then why an alien race whose main weakness is water would choose Earth as the planet to invade.
What's the matter?
There's a monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
Seriously, they spend all this time making crop circles but not one alien dipped their toe into a puddle? What was their plan if it started to rain? This is one of M. Night Shyamalan's better films, but this is a pretty ridiculous way for an alien race to be defeated.
This is exactly what the nerds want.
Number 7. Freddy Krueger, A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Please, God.
This is God.
Freddy is easily one of the most iconic horror movie villains of all time. He wields a wicked bladed glove and murders people in their dreams. Perhaps there's no satisfying way to kill a villain with such abilities, but we still feel like they could have done better than this. Nancy, our protagonist, realizes that Freddy is powered by his victim's fear, and that all she needs to do is stop being afraid of him and he will disappear, which she does by turning her back on him.
It's too late, Krueger. I know the secret now.
While Freddy would return in numerous sequels, the first defeat felt seriously anticlimactic. Surely a brutal horror movie monster deserves a more noteworthy end.
Come on, Freddy. Time to catch me.
Number 6. Hades, Hercules. The brother of Zeus and Poseidon, Hades was one of the most powerful gods in Greek mythology.
We know!
I know! You know. I know. I got it.
He helped overthrow the Titans with his brothers and claimed rulership over the underworld. In Disney's adaptation, however, this isn't good enough for Hades, who decides to use the Titans to overthrow Zeus in turn.
Get them!
He's confronted by Hercules and is ultimately defeated by the hero with a simple uppercut to the face.
Get away from me! Don't touch me!
Sure, we imagine that a punch from Hercules would be well above average in terms of force, but this is still a god we're talking about here. You'd think he'd know how to take a hit.
Hercules, stop! You can't do this to me! You can't!
Number 5. Bane, The Dark Knight Rises.
Bane.
For the first time in Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy, Batman seemed to have met his match from a physical standpoint. Bane brutally beats the Dark Knight in their first meeting, breaking his back and leaving him for dead. Batman eventually returns, and the two engage in another fierce hand-to-hand duel.
I came back to stop you.
Just as Bane is about to finish Batman for good, he's shot and killed by Catwoman.
About the whole no guns thing. I'm not sure I feel as strongly about it as you do.
We suppose a simple cannon shot to the chest is the only way to truly defeat someone as physically imposing as Bane, but it's disappointing that it wasn't the caped crusader who handed him his defeat. So much for a feeling of catharsis. Number 4. Martians, Mars Attacks. Granted, this is a parody of 1950s alien films, and as such it shouldn't be a surprise that the aliens are defeated in an extremely silly way.
Extraterrestrial life. You're right, Jerry. The people are gonna love it.
Still, an alien race defeated by Slim Whitman? There was simply no way that we could leave this off our list. The Martians seem set to overwhelm Earth, its nations and their various forces, until our heroes discover that the heads of these alien invaders literally explode when exposed to Whitman's song Indian Love Call. The song is eventually broadcast around the globe, killing nearly all of the invading Martians. We hope Slim got paid plenty of royalties for saving the planet.
Think about it. Think about it.
Number 3. Tripods, War of the Worlds.
Get back here!
Surprise, surprise, more aliens. These aliens arrive on Earth with a clear purpose, to turn humans into mulch. This is something they had planned for a while, burying huge tripods underground and using them to zap humans into dust. Things seem to be going extremely well for the aliens, until suddenly they die. Earth's savior? A common cold. Unlike humans who can get over a little viral infection thanks to our natural immune systems and a little help from cold and flu medicine, the aliens drop dead, and their invasion ends. Forget swine flu. Apparently it's the human flu that extraterrestrials need to worry about.
Breathed thou air, ate, and drank. They were doomed.
Number 2. Boba Fett, Star Wars Episode 5, Return of the Jedi. Boba Fett is one of the most popular characters from the original Star Wars trilogy, and yet in reality he isn't on screen all that much. In hindsight, he was a character with a lot of potential with whom far too little was done. After earning himself some cred in The Empire Strikes Back, in Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett is easily defeated by Luke before being accidentally nudged by a blind Han Solo. This causes him to fall, somewhat hilariously, into the Great Pit of Carkoon, where he's eaten by the Sarlacc, who proceeds to burp. Not exactly a memorable exit for an iconic character.
He's no good to me dead.
Before we unveil our most easily defeated top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Peter, what are you doing? No!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Wicked Witch of the West, The Wizard of Oz.
The Emerald City is fast as lightning!
Why do characters who have a weakness to water leave themselves exposed to it? Similar to the aliens in Signs, the Wicked Witch of the West is susceptible to water, and it causes her to melt for some reason. She's defeated by Dorothy, who tosses a nearby bucket of water onto the witch, melting her.
You cursed brat! Look what you've done! I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Who thought a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness?
This is someone who can fly, perform magic, and commands an army of flying monkey warriors. And yet she keeps a bucket of water, her only weakness, in her lair.
You'll believe in more than that before I'm finished with you.
You deserve to be melted for a brain cramp like that. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.